An adult woman can't claim rape after 16 years of live-in relationship. This is what the Supreme Court of India has ruled in its current judgment. Love relationships can be complex, and it is no secret how some culminate into lifelong unions, while some end up miserably. Each couple may undergo their share of ups and downs, and if the alliance is not going as desired, it is best to end it mutually without any grudge. However, in the current case, a highly qualified adult woman chose to drag her partner of nearly 2 decades to court after he married another woman. Let's understand this case with changed names for better reference. Swati started her relationship with Amit in the year 2006. The affair continued for 16 years, but in 2022, Amit got married to another woman. Subsequently, Swati lodged a rape on promise of marriage complaint against Amit. In her complaint, Swati alleged that Amit engaged in a physical relationship with her for over a period of 16 years on false assurances of marriage. She added that in fact it was Amit who had initially established physical relations with her in 2006 and continued the relationship by coercing her through threats and blackmail. She further stated that the appellant had recorded intimate videos and used them to manipulate and exploit her. The complainant claimed that she refrained from reporting the matter earlier due to fear of social repercussions. But she eventually lodged the complaint under sections 376, 384, 323, 504 and 506 of the IPC after the appellant married another woman in 2022. The Allahabad High Court had dismissed Amit's petition seeking relief, and thus he approached the Supreme Court to challenge this particular High Court order. In its judgment dated March 3, 2025, a bench of Justice Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta quashed this rape case, holding that the prolonged period of 16 years during which the sexual relations continued between the parties is sufficient to conclude that there was never an element of force or deceit in the relationship. The bench observed, "It is hard to believe that the complainant, being a highly qualified and well-placed major woman, kept on bending to the demands of the appellant for a period of nearly 16 years without raising any protest to any quarter that the appellant was exploiting her sexually under the pretext of a false promise of marriage. The prolonged period of 16 years during which the sexual relations continued unabatedly between the parties is sufficient to conclude that there was never an element of force or deceit in the relationship." Reasoning their decision to quash this matter, the top court added, "Testing the facts of the case at hand on the touchstone of the above precedents, it is clear that the complainant, being a highly qualified major woman, continued in a consensual, intimate sexual relationship with the appellant over a period of 16 years. At some point in time, the relationship went sour, leading to the filing of this FIR. No reasonable man would accept the version that the complainant allowed the accused to establish sexual relations with her for over a period of 16 years purely under the misconception of marriage." The bench then went on to note that on many occasions, Swati even portrayed herself to be the wife of Amit, thereby dispelling the allegation that the intention of the appellant was to cheat her right from the inception of the relationship. The court said, "We cannot remain oblivious to the fact that it was mostly the complainant who used to travel to meet the appellant at his place of posting. Therefore, we are convinced that the relationship between the complainant and the appellant was consensual without the existence of any element of deceit or misconception." The bench also stated that it was only when it came to the knowledge of the complainant that the appellant was getting married to another woman, in an attempt to stop his marriage, she filed the aforesaid complaint, wherein she also admitted that she was equally guilty as the appellant and therefore his marriage must be stopped. The Supreme Court also questioned the conflicting statements by Swati and said, "To the contrary, the complainant has herself set up a case that there was a secret marriage ceremony between her and the appellant. Therefore, in our opinion, even if the allegations made by the complainant are accepted on the face value, it is evident that the appellant and the complainant were in a long-standing live-in relationship during which they even performed marriage rituals, albeit informal in nature." Referring to its decision in Mahesh Damu Khare versus State of Maharashtra, the Apex Court reiterated, In a situation where the woman knowingly maintains the physical relationship for a prolonged period, it cannot be said with certainty that the said physical relationship was purely because of an alleged promise made by the accused to marry her. Quashing the rape charges against Amit, the Supreme Court concluded, it is almost impossible to swallow the version of the complainant that for the entire period of 16 years, she unreservedly allowed the appellant to subject her to repeated acts of sexual intercourse under the impression that the accused would on some day act upon his promise of marriage. Allowing this appeal, the Allahabad High Court order was set aside and Amit has now been acquitted. Keep following us on our social media handles, that is Instagram, X, Facebook and Telegram. The ID is @voiceformenin. You can also visit our website voiceformenindia.com to read other articles and stories. If you liked our video today, please consider giving us a like and subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste. Jai Hind.